So you're looking to buy an investment property or a home to live in Calgary, Alberta. Before you do that, there's some essential things that you must take into consideration that I'm going to discuss over the next 5 minutes or so here. So over the last 5 years, we have seen a massive influx of investors buying real estate in Calgary, and for very good reason. Looking back at just 2019, the benchmark price for a detached home in Calgary was around $480,100. Let's fast forward just 5 years to today, and the benchmark price for a detached home is now $767,600. So that means that anyone who purchased a home just 5 years ago has now seen an average price increase of $287,000 on their investment. That's almost $300,000 worth of appreciation. So of course, this is why investors have all shifted their focus towards Calgary. However, with skyrocketing prices, there are two main questions that must be answered before you decide to invest in Calgary real estate. First, will the market continue to appreciate in value in the upcoming years? And second, can you still buy a cash flow positive investment at today's prices? So my name is Joshua Clark. I'm a real estate agent born and raised here in Calgary, and I'm one of the co-founders of New Homes Alberta. So what we do is we specialize in pre-construction and new developments coming to the city. In this quick video, I'm going to highlight some essential things to know about the current market in Calgary and address both of the questions that I mentioned above. And for those of you who stay till the very end, I'm going to discuss the best pre-construction investment opportunity that is coming to Calgary. So please watch all the way through if you want that information. And with that being said, let's dive in. So is Calgary still one of the best markets to invest in? Let's take a look at what is coming to Calgary. So the answer is absolutely yes, if you do it properly. So here's a few reasons why Calgary still makes an awesome investment opportunity. First, let's take a look at the prices in other major cities around Canada. So let's start with Toronto. Toronto, $1.7 million for detached home is the benchmark price. Then there's Vancouver, $2.1 million for a detached home. That is insane. $2.1 million for a detached home in Vancouver. These are two of the other major cities in Canada. Now taking a look at Calgary, $767,600 is the detached benchmark. So there's still a ton of room to grow, and we're seeing similar trends to Calgary that we saw in Toronto and Vancouver, especially with the growth of the the greater Calgary area, with people moving to the outskirts and that kind of thing. All right. So tons of room to grow in the Calgary market. Now, second reason, the investment and development coming to the downtown core is crazy. So Calgary is getting a brand new NHL hockey rink. They actually just released the initial plan of what it's going to look like. There's the BMO Center expansion, which opens this year. Cultural Entertainment District is coming to Calgary, and it has an additional $1 billion worth of infrastructure coming to its core. So this should drastically increase the culture and lifestyle within Calgary. Okay, so a ton of development coming, and they're trying to make it a much more enjoyable downtown core, which of course, as everyone knows, is the focal point of a city and the economy. This third reason is a booming tech sector. So Calgary's becoming recognized on a global level for the continuous innovation in the tech sector. Alberta alone has $20 billion spend in 2024 for digital transformation, and most of this is led by Calgary. Some notable companies that are coming and expanding include Amazon, Microsoft, as well as IBM. On top of that, Calgary just ranked as the 5th most livable city in the entire world. Okay, so as you can see here, Calgary slots in at number 5. And notes, Toronto drops out of the top 10 and Calgary moves 2 spots ahead of Vancouver. Bottom line, there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic that Calgary's market will continue to climb in the years ahead. Now, the second question, is it possible to buy a cash flow positive investment in Calgary with today's prices? Let's take a look at some of the numbers, okay? So let's start by looking at the average rental price for a 3-bedroom detached home in Calgary. On average, you can rent a 3-bedroom detached home in Calgary for $2,416. The average cost to buy a detached home, as mentioned, is $767,600. Since this is an investment property, we're going to assume 20% down payment is made on the property that you're purchasing. This leaves a monthly mortgage payment of $3,484. So on average, just using benchmark prices, that leaves us at negative $1,068 in cash flow per month if you're purchasing a detached home in Calgary. So say you find a banging deal in a great area and you pick up a detached home for around $600,000, this is well under benchmark price, and you're in a great area. So if you rent it out for $2,400, which again is above that average rental price, and the price of the detached home is below the benchmark price, let's run some numbers. At 20% down, mortgage is $2,830 per month, which still leaves you at a negative $430 cash flow investment. Not looking great. What about townhomes? So let's take a look at some of the top, or one of the top communities in Calgary that features the largest hospital, great amenities, and the largest YMCA in the world, SUITES. So this is an awesome area to invest in. So as you can see here, you can find 3-bedroom townhomes that rent for around $2,700 per month. So this is the rental platform that we use in Calgary. A great deal to buy one of these townhomes would be around $530,000. Actually, this exact unit, I know the builder, and they're selling for about $549,000 right now. So just so you know. But let's say $530,000 just for the sake of this example here. That means your monthly mortgage would be only $2,400 per month. There we go. A cash flow of just under $300 positive monthly. But wait, let's add in $150 per month in property tax, landlord insurance of $95 per month. Let's assume a 3% vacancy rate, which is about $81 per month, and repairs and maintenance of around $25 per month since it's a new build, and we'll keep that very, very low. And next thing you know, you have a cash flow of negative $57 per month. Okay, so as you can see, very difficult to have a cash flow positive investment. And this is with using very favorable numbers. So again, not looking great. So that brings us to this. The importance of having a legal suite in the property you're considering to buy. Or at least with a side door engine so you can develop a legal suite at a later time. I'm now going to reveal one of our favorite investment opportunities in Calgary for pre-construction that is actually cash flow positive. Okay, so presenting a detached lane home with a 2-bedroom legal suite. So these are currently for sale, being built, pre-construction projects coming to Calgary. Brand new community called Rangeview, Southeast Calgary, garden to table community. It's a great area. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath detached lane home for $620,000. The builder is offering a 2-bedroom legal suite to be developed for only $45,000. So this is the kicker. They're doing a 50% off legal suite promo. This means all in, you can have a detached laned home with a 2-bedroom legal suite for only $665,000. Okay. Now let's take a look at our full cash flow analysis for this property. Since this has an upstairs, a side entrance, and a 2-bedroom legal suite, you can rent the upstairs to certain tenants and the downstairs to separate tenants. Now in Rangeview, you can rent a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath main floor for about $25.50 per month. You can also rent a 2-bedroom basement suite for around $1,400 per month, which is a monthly rent totaling of $4,250. So there's one property and you can now rent it out for $4,250 per month. So pulling up our cash flow analysis calculator here, as you can see, 20% down payment and the price of $665,000, monthly rent of $2,000 or $4,250. This will bring you a total of $685 cash flow positive every single month. Okay, so this is including property tax, this is including insurance, this is including your repairs, maintenance, your vacancy fees. This is very conservative estimations. Okay, so we have actually a CPA on our team who runs all the numbers before we work with clients on any investment property. So this is an incredible opportunity that is currently available in the market. Again, $685 cash flow positive per month, and this for a 1,500 square foot detached home with a 554 square foot 2-bedroom, 1-bath basement legal suite. Okay, so very, very incredible investment if you have that legal suite attached. So again, this is the power of a legal suite. Without that legal suite, this exact property is going to cash flow negative $615 per month. That's a $1,200 swing having that legal suite, okay? And again, I know you'd think it'd be $1,400, but there's a couple things to consider. When you don't have a legal suite, you can rent the top for a little bit more, but you're still at a big loss if you don't have that legal suite. So hopefully that helps you put things into perspective. With Calgary's market increasing in pricing, having a legal suite is now essential. So if you want to get access to more details on these legal suites and the top 3 options that we have currently available, enter your information below or reach out to me directly. We work with builders all over the city and we focus heavily on locating legal suites and investment opportunities before anyone else gets access. So reach out and we would love to help you find your next cash flow positive investment opportunity. Thanks so much. Chat soon.